In these times, you have questions, and I hope to have answers. There are a lot of fitness issues now that the gyms are closed. And, it's like, is this the right time for diets? Are we talking about bikini season? Or what's going to happen with swimsuits? Well, I'm here to answer the questions and do the best I can. My name's Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer, and I talk about this stuff on this channel because I lived through it. Now, as a community service, one episode every single week, I go ahead and do a live Q&A based on questions that I've received previously, and also based on questions that come to me live. I'm a fitness trainer. I was trained by North American Body Fitness and Body Natural Fitness out of Barrington, Rhode Island. I've been a trainer for just about 4 years now. And now is a good time to give back and also answer any questions that come about. There's a lot of what if questions here today, so we're going to get through them, do the best we can, hopefully, and hopefully this gives you some value. So, first question that came in from my friend Linda: is chocolate okay? Yes. Chocolate's fine. Anything you eat, you gotta eat in moderation. Now, if you have a little bit of chocolate, like maybe one brownie every once in a while, that's fine. But you've gotta think about what snacks really are. Snacks are not meant to be meals. Snacks are meant to be holdovers in between meals just to keep you going. A lot of people will eat a ton of cookies because I ate a whole bucket of cookies because I was hungry. Well, you had chicken, you had potatoes, you had some veggies. Well, yeah, but the cookies are right there. Don't do that. Chicken is fine. I'm sorry, chocolate is fine, but it's like, all right, I treat chocolate as if I have that sweet tooth issue, or I have a notorious sweet tooth, y'all. If somebody said, hey, would you like a Hershey Kiss? Yes, I would want a Hershey Kiss. That is the only thing I want in my life. I always want a Hershey Kiss. Who doesn't want a Hershey Kiss? Who hates chocolate? I don't know anyone who hates chocolate. But I'm going to sustain myself to that one Hershey Kiss. All right? I'm not going to be the person that goes, oh my God, I gotta have everything. But I'm going to eat a meal. And I gotta plan my meals right. I'm gonna eat in the morning, eat later. But if I feel that I'm gonna have a hard time, okay, I'll be more inclined to eat some fruit. But it's like every once in a while, I kind of need some sugar. I kind of just feel like, eat the damn thing. It's not that bad. If you're at a child's birthday party, right, and somebody offers you a piece of cake, you're gonna eat the cake. You're gonna eat that piece of cake. You're not gonna eat the entirety of the cake, but you're gonna eat it every once in a great while. You're gonna eat that piece of cake. Okay, fine, and you put it out of your mind, and then eat something later. Chocolate's fine. Now, there's another question that came in, and this one is really prevalent to the time. Where can you get protein other than meat? Now, there's a lot of scarcity right now. People are wondering what's going to happen. Can we get protein other than meat? Yes. There's protein, you can get, one of my favorites is flaxseed. That really has a high amount of protein. You can make puddings out of that. You can make it with your breakfast, but also you have it in your eggs. You don't need a lot of protein. I mean, it really depends on what your oxidative level is. I'd say really 85%, 80 to 85% of America really needs 25% of their day has to be protein. Nothing more than that, because what happens is if the body has a lot of protein and of course it's used, it builds up the muscle, which is great, But if it doesn't have anywhere to use it, it's going to store it, and it turns that protein into fat. And if you really balance it out, you're probably not going to need as much as you really think, and you're probably eating more. But you can find a high amount of protein in things like, you have to eat a lot of it, but broccoli, a lot of veggies have it as well. And certain other things like there's, veggie burgers have a decent amount as well. Um, so there's a debate on whether fish is a meat or not. I think it is. Some people just consider it like soybean things or something, but fish can have a very high amount of protein, and I think it's very neglected. Like the average fish itself, like I have a bunch of fish in my freezer, and I think the average tilapia, which is a very inexpensive fish, has about 40 grams of protein in itself. And actually, that does sound pretty good. I'm probably gonna make that for dinner. But check out your vegetarian aisles in your shopping areas or in your grocery stores. You can find a lot of alternatives there, but one of the big ones, soybean. You can get a really good amount of protein out of beans itself. That's a really super easy alternative. I'd say go for that. Plus, there's a whole abundant of it right now, so that's probably a good thing. Next question: how do you maintain and how do you build muscle? Okay. Right foods, right amount of protein as well that we went into it. Like, I have a decent amount on my arm right now, and it depends on really what you want to do. I think the obsession. I mean, I don't think everybody really needs a ton of muscle. Like, it also will depend on genetics. If you look at your mom and your dad and, or you look at, pictures further back, grandparents, great grandparents, and so on, if you're lucky to have enough of those, you don't see a lot of build on them. Chances are you're not going to be like overly jacked and ripped and stuff. I mean, if that's what you're going for, fine. But a healthy way to do it, really, have a balanced diet. I mentioned an oxidative test. Get an oxidative test with the right trainer. Go on nicktaberfitness.com or email nicktaberfitness@gmail.com. I will do the oxidative test for you and then help you with your macros. Of course, that does come with a fee, but it's relatively cheap. And then we can balance it out and figure, okay, like how much do you really need? And then, it's a matter of really, doing the right workouts and working out consistently. For myself, like my parents and, genetically, I'm not going to have a tremendous build, like a Hulk Hogan type build or anything like that, but I'm going to have a decent enough build that I can work with, but you have to balance yourself out and have the right workout. Like I personally, want to have a larger enough chest to make sure that, okay, it looks like, okay, hey, you look like you work out or you look like you're in shape. I don't want to look scrawny. That's kind of my deal. But I'll hit chest twice a week. I have a kettlebell right here since the gyms are closed that I work at, and I do enough of these, like, good amount of chest workouts and things just so I can build up and do well, but I'll hit it twice a week if I can. Other areas, if I really want to grow, like I'll hit it twice with the balanced diet, and then I can, do that. And maintaining it really is just consistently working at it along with the balanced diet. Like, a lot of people are going to lose muscle now, and it's a fact right now. I mean, I think a lot of people are genuinely scared, but the overall healthier person that you're going to be, the better. There's a lot of other factors with this that we have to consider as as a society, I think we're genuinely really scared. Like, you could probably see in my eyes, like, I didn't sleep a full 8 hours last night. I didn't do too bad, but balanced diet, sleeping, and really taking care of yourself. If I could say something in general, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not gonna maintain muscle. If you're eating horribly, you're gonna look horrible. And it's just simple as that. Last question that came in, and it doesn't look like I'm getting a lot of immediate questions right now. At home workouts. The question is, I'm at home, a non essential worker. I'm afraid to go outside. What can you recommend for an upper body at home workout? Push ups. Keep it simple. There's stuff that we have done, and I could say that generally, like, it would really depend on, knowing, I don't know who said this, but it would really depend on me getting to know the person. Like, that's the whole purpose of a personal trainer, is to really look at the person, fully, get to know them, and then really recommend and instruct people on how to work out based on how they are. I personally have issues with push-ups on the ground because of my cerebral palsy issues, but I can do push-ups at a 45-degree angle on this desk. I get the same amount of the same muscles being worked, and I do about 100 push-ups every single day. I find for me that works. I find that also people do a little easier if they do them on a Smith machine. To do that, but push-ups are probably overly neglected. Like, if you think of where we were as like when we were kids, the calisthenics they had you do in elementary school gym class is what everybody should be doing right now, or at least trying. You're not going to do 100 push-ups like me. I mean, I'm in a physical position where I can do that. I used to do 200 push-ups every morning when I was preparing for the Murph Challenge last year, but I don't want to say you have to do this every single time. But it's like, okay, you can do push-ups, and like, okay, I've done 3 or 4 today. Okay, I'm fine. Try to do 5 tomorrow, and go at your own pace with it. That's the best you can do. Like, I can't say one thing. Like, push-ups probably the easiest one. I would avoid sit-ups or anything, but, that's a good full body. You can also do squats. That one you can do freehand. Like, I'll show you the best way to do it is, like, if you have squats like this. So, you have, like, let's say, okay, I'm going to use this chair right here. So, Sorry. So you have the squats, and you do this, and you just do like your feet just about shoulder width. Keep your hands together, sit, and back up, and keep your toes facing forward. Hit, back up, and you just simple body weight workout. Doing 3 probably not going to do much, but the more you do, the better you're going to be. And you don't need a lot of weights. I mean, this is also doing a lot, but this is also going to work your core. It really works your full body push-ups as well. I mean, that's the best way to do it. All right, so guess that's it for this episode. I'll do live Q&A every Monday, 6 p.m. I was a little bit late because I ran into issues. But I will be doing more Q&As every Monday, 6 o'clock, and hopefully getting more and more in there. If you have questions, you can email me, nicktaberfitness@gmail.com. Actually, that's where all these came in. So, and I'll be doing them if you follow me on Instagram. I'll be doing those as well. Any questions you have of physical fitness, life, or whatever, whatever may happen. I'll also be recording these too. Have yourself a great day. All right, as always, we climb and I'll see you later. See you next week.